Red Devils. This is Miss Chris here. I'm bringing you something a little different today. My family and I decided to get out of the house and go for a walk. However, we decided to come over to Prairie State Park, and they do have buffalo that roam free on the Prairie State Park. If you look there, you'll see a bunch of buffalo back there. They're kind of hard to see, but we're gonna walk on trails that those buffalo are on. So hopefully I can get you some pictures of some buffalo today. This is kind of a little field trip for you that you can watch, and we'll record the video. So stay tuned for more of the Prairie State Park. I'm just gonna kind of record while we're driving to where we park, and you can kind of see what it looks like. It looks like they've burned off the fields. They burn the fields off every spring. So it kind of looks like they've been doing that. Don't hold me to it, but I think maybe there's a buffalo on the top of that hill. There are some people out here hiking. Because there's a couple cars. But they have this really cool kind of nature center. However, it is not open right now. But there's some really cool stuff in there. If you come out here, you'll see lots of things. When we've come out, we've seen snakes, which I don't like at all. We've seen buffalo, we've seen some deer. There's campgrounds, there's places to have a really nice picnic. Oh yeah, there is a buffalo. Look at that, guys. That buffalo right there, he is on a walking trail. So if we get out and walk, that's part of one of their trails. So, which we are gonna walk. So you guys may get to see some buffalo. But that's a buffalo out there. Pretty cool. I'll try to get a bigger picture of him here in a little bit. But you will see all kinds of birds. It's pretty burnt off right now, but usually it's pretty green, pretty nice out. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so up here we have some deer running. I don't know if you can see them. Oh. See them? So when we come out, we see deer. I showed you some buffalo, so hopefully we walk some trails with some buffalo, because that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is on the other side. It's getting close to that buffalo. I wish I'd have brought my big camera. Okay, guys, since you can't be here, this is the Prairie State Park map. We've got several different trails. So we are right here. We haven't decided what trail we're going to walk yet, but this is their nature center. And we are gonna go, there's my family. We are gonna go on a hike. And you guys get to join us for a little bit. Okay guys, this is us starting our hike. So, I missed reading you a book, so I thought I'd take you on a field trip. I know. Well, see, you're gonna run into all kinds of things. Buffalo everywhere. Hey, watch for snakes and warn me. Me? Whoever sees it first, warn me.
We should have worn like those bug band things.
I know.
What?
Those bug bands, like on your wrist.
We are not supposed to get within 100 yards of the buffalo, and he's on the trail. So we may have to turn around or cut through.
Yeah, we're pretty close to 100 yards.
Yeah. If you guys can see that or not. There he is. I'd try to get somewhat close to him without getting too close to him. I'm going to walk across this field here so I can get a picture of this buffalo for you. What will I be? They're saying that they can outrun me because there's a buffalo come charging. That he's going to get me first. He looks pretty docile. I see a trail over here, so head over to it. See, I'm walking on it, but they've already burned off. So, normally I would always stay on the trails, but I really want to get a picture of this buffalo for you guys. Because he's pretty cool. Been out here several times and only seen buffalo on the trails just a couple times. So here is a buffalo that is right on our trail that we want to walk on. So I guess we'll turn around go the opposite direction, or we'll walk around him. But he's pretty cool. to my family who are afraid of this buffalo right here. I'm just gonna call him Scaredy Cats because he doesn't look like he's gonna do anything. He's kind of neat, but he's pretty cool. This is a really good place that you can go and walk the trails and be outside and see nature, and you can still social distance at the same time. So if you happen to be out this way, I highly recommend the Prairie State Park over here. I know my family and I really enjoy it. I'm gonna try to get that big herd on camera too, so we're gonna go for a walk. I'll see you in a minute. See, that's where my family is. They left me to get trampled by a buffalo that's not gonna trample me. There's some other admirers of the buffalo. Okay, so since that bison on the other side was kind of blocking our way, we decided to go the other direction. And hopefully we can get some pictures of that herd that I showed you earlier, because they're up this direction. There's lots of stuff. I mean, there's some pretty cool plants. There's even a little creek here that I'm afraid we're gonna get wet in, but that's all right. There you go. It's got us a little creek here. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay, so we do have a bald eagle up here. I don't know if you can see him or not, because I can't see it on my phone. Guys, I don't know if you can see him or not. I'm trying to find him. I can't see him on my phone, but there is, oh, there he is. I saw him on my phone for a split second. But that is a bald eagle. Hopefully he keeps flying up there and he comes down a little bit lower and I can get some better pictures of him. But for now, we're gonna keep walking and we're gonna keep an eye on that bald eagle. I was in front of my family and now I'm behind because I love bald eagles, and I'm now watching him to see if he comes down a little closer. As you can see, we're kind of walking up this kind of curvy trail. And there's another little trail that comes over here. Okay, I think we found two. I found two more bald eagles way over there in the sky. And it may be one of the same ones that he just met up with a friend. But we're going to keep an eye on for him. It's pretty cool that we found a bald eagle there. turn the camera off for a little bit because I'm hitting some rocky ground and I don't want to trip. But we're climbing this hill. Give you a 360 of what we're seeing. What? Where? Oh, over here. I lost the eagle, but then I saw two more. There's all kinds of trails out here.
I know, like it goes there.
Yep. Kind of at the top of this hill here. My husband said there's a wild airplane for you. Okay. Okay. So we got to the top of this hill. I don't think we're going to make it over to the herd because they're out of the trail line. But you can kind of see the herd here. That is a herd of bison. And from my view, it looks like there's babies and adults. So, I'm going to enjoy my hike. And if I see anything fun, I'll get back on here. See you in a bit. My son just informed me that there's something up here. Yeah, there's something up here. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it looks like it probably is. Apparently my daughter's happy because we just found
I just wanted to see
buffalo bones. I don't know if this was purposely placed here or if it was.
There's fur too.
Yeah. I don't know if it was purposely placed here or what, but there you have it. My son, I guess he needs to check it out too.
What?
The question you just asked. Ask me that question again. What? Ask the question you just asked Dad.
It's like a bunch of flowers growing on.
Ask the question you just asked Dad. Pretty flowers out here. What was it you asked? Why a buffalo dies out there?
Why is there a hole in the ground?
I don't know. Let's go see what's in the hole. I would probably say it's some sort of sinkhole. Apparently, it looks like there's a fox den down in there too.
A what?
A fox den. You look right down in there. There's some sort of den that something lives in.
I'm gonna.
I'm not sure what. Probably a fox den.
Ow.
it looks like there might be a couple of things living in this sinkhole. So,
Oh, yay.
my daughter's the only one willing to brave this with me.
What?
The other two stand back here,
I was gonna
afraid. Oh, you didn't want to walk through the sticks? There are all kinds of really cool plants and flowers. Lots of stuff to explore out here, guys. And I know some of you won't be able to make it up here. So, hey Carlin, come here. You know what these look like. Is this an owl pellet? I know some of you won't be able to make it up here because it's quite a drive. I mean, it's 25 minutes from our house. So, and then there's another 30 minutes.
What?
These here, are those owl pellets? I think
they are.
we think these are owl pellets.
Or it's just real.
Yeah, they're either owl we don't know. They're owl pellets or, as Carlin just said, it's poop. Okay, so you guys can kind of see that trail right there. So buffalo will come across here. You can kind of see the other trail. They'll come across here and they'll walk across that trail. My family's making fun of me right now because I'm trying to show you guys buffalo. Let's aim and see what he does. See if he flies away. My kids keep saying that this bird is waddling. I'm really not as close as I look like I am. But yeah, he does kind of look like he's waddling. Mrs. Burnett, can your husband tell us what kind of bird this is? It looks black, but then the sun shines on him and he looks blue. We don't know if he's hurt because he's not flying away. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no, he's not hurt. He's flying. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. We have a whole bunch of waddling birds. They're black. My son says they're robins. They're not robins. That's not a robin. Okay, so we are at a crossroads. If we go straight, we go on a 3-mile walk. What do you think we're gonna do? Are we gonna do the 3-mile walk? Hey guys, are we doing the 3-mile walk? Apparently not. We are not doing the 3-mile walk. Then I guess we're going on a 2 3/4 mile walk.
Actually, can we go back?
Be easier just to go this way because we're here and our building is right over here. I'm gonna be at 360 again. Yeah, hang on. Okay, so we have been debating. Oh, the bag's falling off. We have been debating whether or not this is an owl pellet. These are owl pellets. And after a little further inspection, we have come to the conclusion that they are, in fact, owl pellets. You can see a little bone. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little bone right here. So, for those of you guys who do not know what an owl pellet is, it is basically what an owl cannot digest. So, he throws it up. So this is a really good one because it does have bones and things in it. But it has lots of fur. It's hard to see, the sun's shining on my phone, but like you can see there's little bones right here. I'm not sure what it ate, but that is in fact an owl pellet. So if you guys have learned anything today, you guys know what an owl pellet looks like and what owls do. They cannot digest some of the stuff that they eat. So I'm going to give you another 360 because we're kind of at the top of, almost the top of the hill. It's really, really pretty out here when everything's green and not burned off. Okay, so we kind of have a dilemma because the buffalo that I took a picture of earlier is currently still on the trail. Stop going.
I think it's looking at us.
So he's currently on the trail that we have to go down to get to our car. But I think we have a field that we can cut across. And I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and record this because if he does chase us, you guys will get to watch it. I really don't think, guys, I don't think he's gonna. He would have ran when I got as close as earlier as. He's moving pretty slow. They're afraid. They're seriously afraid. You guys. Really? Okay. So this is my family and what they do. This is what they do. Okay. So I'm splitting off from the family because I'm not walking through all of these. I'm just not walking through them. So I'm going to stay on the trail and I'm going to take my chances with the buffalo or bison, whichever one you would call it. And I'm going to make it through this empty field that doesn't have all the little trees.
I'm just letting you go first, so.
He gets me first?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have time to run.
Yeah, this is my family, guys. Welcome to the chaos of my family. So, we've kind of made it this far. And we've made it to kind of an open field. We are going to cut across that field because we do not want to take our chances with this guy right here, who he's probably about 50 yards, a little closer than what we should be. So we're gonna cut across this field right here. Because he's a really, really pretty animal. And he's pretty cool from a distance, but he's still a wild animal. So we're not gonna take our chances and we're walking through this burned field. And I'm gonna get far enough up here. And I'm gonna cut across more of the field because there's a rock shelf up here. Where my daughter's walking. I don't know if you can see the rock. There's a rock shelf right there. She might have some trouble getting down that. And there's the boys down there. So I'm just gonna cut across over here. I'm still quite a ways away from the bison, so I'm good. He just looks closer than what he is. He's really pretty though. See if I can get an up close of him. He keeps putting his head down. Every once in a while we'll put it up. There he is. He's just up there chilling and hanging out. Okay. So I'm actually walking on a buffalo trail right now. And she couldn't get down off the shelf either, so she's got to walk up and around. And you can see this X where they just have trails that they walk. She's taking her chances down that rock shelf. I'm just not going to do it, so I'm coming over here. Okay. I'm far enough back and see if I can get a close up of this guy. Just a lonely bison all up there by himself. It's hard to tell, but he's really, really pretty. Okay, I crossed that field because that guy was on the trail. And I didn't want to get too close to him. I'm brave, but I'm not quite that brave. So we are at the end of our walk. Since we decided not to go the full loop, we only walked 2 miles, 2 3/4 miles today. But there is a 3-mile loop. So I hope you enjoyed the trail part of the Prairie State Park as much as we did walking it. If you ever get a chance, you should come up and walk the trails because they are really cool, especially when they're not so burned off. So we're gonna go hit a couple other spots on the park and I will show you those too. I'll see you in a bit. I've decided. He's a little closer to the road now, but he's just hanging out. He's not really doing a whole lot, so we are going to leave him alone and go find some other parts of the park. Maybe we'll see some other stuff. Okay. Wrong way. So we have to drive over a little low water bridge.